Have you ever wondered how to calibrate a temperature switch? Well, a temperature switch is a fascinating device playing a critical role in many applications. It's designed to monitor temperature, and like a dutiful sentinel, it trips a process when the temperature reaches a predefined set point. Whether it's in your car, your heating system, or industrial machinery, these switches ensure everything runs smoothly and safely by maintaining optimal temperature conditions. Now, let's dive into how you can calibrate this essential device. Before you start calibration, ensure you have the right equipment. Having the correct tools in your arsenal is a critical first step in calibrating a temperature switch. So, what will you need? First up, a calibrated thermometer is essential. This will act as your benchmark, providing accurate temperature readings to compare with those from your temperature switch. Next, you'll need a reliable heat source. This could be anything from a controlled heat bath to a simple space heater, as long as it can steadily increase and maintain the desired temperature. Lastly, you're going to need a multimeter. This tool will allow you to measure the electrical resistance of the temperature switch, helping you determine whether it's operating within the acceptable range. Remember, it's not just about having these tools at your disposal. It's also crucial that they are calibrated correctly. Accurate results hinge on the precision of your tools. With the right tools in hand, you're set to begin the calibration process. Now, it's time to start the calibration process. This is where the magic happens, where we make sure our temperature switch is giving us accurate readings. So, let's roll up our sleeves and jump right in. The first order of business is to connect the temperature switch to the heat source and the multimeter. The heat source provides the heat we need to test the switch, while the multimeter helps us measure the temperature at which the switch trips. Make sure all your connections are secure, because a loose connection can throw off your readings. Once everything is connected, we're ready to start increasing the heat. And here's where you need to channel your inner tortoise, because slow and steady wins this race. A rapid increase in heat could cause your switch to trip too early or too late, which would give us inaccurate results. So turn up the heat slowly, watching the multimeter as you go. As the temperature rises, keep a close eye on the switch. When it trips, note the reading on the multimeter. This is the temperature at which your switch thinks it should trip. Now, we need to compare this with the reading on our calibrated thermometer. This thermometer is our benchmark, the standard we're trying to match. If there's a difference between the two readings, it's time to adjust the temperature switch. This could be as simple as turning a dial or as complex as tweaking the internal components. But don't worry, it's nothing you can't handle. Keep adjusting and testing until your switch's tripping temperature matches the reading on the calibrated thermometer. And remember, make these adjustments slowly and gradually. We're aiming for accuracy, not speed, and that's it. You've successfully calibrated your temperature switch. It's a process that might seem daunting at first, but with a little patience and a lot of care, you'll find it's not so scary after all. Remember, patience is key during calibration. Ensure you make slow and steady adjustments for accurate results. Great job on completing the calibration process, but what's next? Now that you've successfully calibrated your temperature switch, it's crucial to maintain this accuracy through regular calibration checks. This is not a one-time task, but a continuous process to ensure that your temperature switch is always delivering precise results. Imagine this: you've just calibrated your switch, but it accidentally falls off the table or is exposed to extreme temperatures. What do? These incidents can impact the accuracy of the temperature switch, making recalibration necessary. So, always be mindful of these potential disruptors. And remember, temperature switches, like any other instrument, are not immune to wear and tear. Regular checks and timely recalibration can help detect and rectify any issues early on, reducing the chances of inaccurate readings. So keep your temperature switch in check. By regularly checking and calibrating your temperature switch, you ensure its accuracy and reliability. Now you've learned how to calibrate a temperature switch. We've covered the essentials, including the necessary tools and a detailed step-by-step calibration process. It's crucial to remember that regular checks are a key part of maintaining these switches, ensuring they function optimally. Calibration isn't a one-time affair, but an ongoing process. With this knowledge, you are now equipped to calibrate a temperature switch. Keep exploring, and remember, accuracy matters in every step.